G'day mates, how you going? Hoosier Daddy here.
And who's your mama?
This is a recap of day 21 of our Australia trip celebrating our anniversary. So yesterday we spent the whole day on Magnetic Island and it was beautiful. We absolutely loved it. So
yes, we did.
We woke up to the beautiful sound of
Kookaburra.
Kookaburra singing right outside our window. It was great. So I'd been trying for a long time to get the sound of a kookaburra singing, and Hoosier Mama finally caught it. It was really
I did
cool.
have to run outside in my pajamas though, like half asleep with only one eye open.
It literally woke us up. It was first thing in the morning, but it was great, better than any alarm clock. So the hotel where we're staying at, it's over by Horseshoe Bay, but it's everything on Magnetic Island is kind of spread out. So we didn't have a lot of options for breakfast, so we just ate breakfast at the hotel, and then realized that the bus that we wanted to catch back into town was getting ready to leave, so we had to jump on the bus really quick because we wanted to rent one of those little cars.
A Barbie car. It's so stinking cute.
Yeah, they called it a Barbie car because it's just this little bitty Diatsu, little 4-speed. But this is the perfect place to learn how to drive on the left side of the road. And obviously we didn't die. We're still here. So I drove okay. It was only 140 bucks. They only took cash, and I only had a couple lobsters and maybe a pineapple. So we had to go to the ATM over at IGA and get some cash to get our little Barbie car. And while we were there at IGA, we got some stuff for a picnic lunch because we decided we would just drive around and explore the island and had a little nice picnic lunch at Picnic Bay. How appropriate. Yeah. Oh, and something I learned while we were at the IGA, I'm a real Queenslander. Because I was drinking Ice Break and they had this photo that says you're a real Queenslander if you drink it. So I've been seeing this more often than the Dare, so I started drinking this. And this wasn't in my iced coffee battle, so I think I need to do a rematch, but this stuff's pretty good. But anyway, we drove down to Picnic Bay to have our little picnic, and we saw some of the coolest birds. The first time we've seen, I think they were called rose-breasted cockatoos.
Oh, they were so pretty. I loved them.
These little gray parrots with the rosy chests, they were really cute. And of course we saw all those sulfur-crested cockatoos too. They're everywhere. Oh, actually, before lunch, I'm skipping ahead here. We decided to do the Forts Walk. And the name of that is a little deceiving because it's not really a walk. It's more of a hike. Because they built this old World War II fort way up high in the mountain, and we didn't realize it was quite so high. So this time, I was the one that wore the wrong footwear. I wore my sandals instead of my tennis shoes. So if you do the Forts Walk, make sure you wear comfortable, good hiking shoes because it's quite a hike up. But when you get up there, the views are really worth it. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful, spectacular, looking over the bay. And then to see some of the ruins of the old World War II fort. There wasn't much left. I mean, basically a bunch of concrete slabs and a little place where they store the ammunition and guns and everything. I mean, it was still cool because they had signs explaining about it. It was really interesting learning about that history of the place.
And we saw some koalas and another echidna.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't mean to make you all jealous, but that's our third echidna. Somebody told me in the comment section that echidna must be our spirit animal. I think we are echidna magnets because I just feel super special to have seen 3 echidnas now. And of course the koalas were cool. We've seen plenty of koalas here, but being able to spot them in the wild all along the Forts Walk, there were quite a few. And sometimes they will put sticks on the ground and
like a little arrow pointing to a tree.
Yeah, because koalas don't move that fast or that far, so they tend to stay up there in the trees almost the whole day, just sleeping away. So they're easy to spot if you know where to look. Very cool. Then we went and had our picnic at Picnic Bay.
He wants our food.
Drove around the island a little more, exploring. Then we went to Alma Bay to have a little swim. Because we noticed a lot of the beaches, we happened to be there, I think it was low tide everywhere because the water was really down, kind of muddy, and yeah, it wasn't like the perfectly clean swimming beaches. We did see an old shipwreck, which was cool.
I think that was on Jeffrey Bay.
Yeah, Jeffrey Bay had all the barnacles or whatever was growing all over and it was all rusted out. That was really cool to see. But then we went to Alma Bay and went for a swim, and I think they keep that beach nice and clean, so because that's where everybody was swimming.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, so it was nice to cool off and enjoy the water and the small waves and just get out there and float. Loved it. Oh, and then one of my favorite parts of the day, we went back to where we were staying, and they feed the birds every day. Lorikeets, the rainbow lorikeets. It was so cool. They have this food, they put it out on your hand, and you just hold it out, and these birds just come this huge flock and swarm you. They climb all over your hand and your arm and up on your head. It was so cool. See, there's some. Oh, I'm feeding the birds! Oh my gosh. Yeah, and their claws are kind of sharp. They didn't break the skin or anything, but you got to be careful of it. Whenever they land on your hand, they're trying to hold on, so...
And then they get in fights with each other trying to eat the food, so...
But it was beautiful, awesome, I loved it. So we wanted to feed more wildlife, so we got some wallaby food and went out to Arcadia Point, where you can feed the rock wallabies.
And we saw quite a few, maybe 12 of them altogether. But the best part was that Matthew fed one right from his hand, and it had a little baby in its pouch.
Yes, it had a little Joey popping its head up out of its pouch.
It was so adorable.
So cute. Now the rock wallabies are a little more skittish than the lorikeets were. They weren't just out there in the open. They like to hide in amongst the rocks. And I was trying really hard to hand feed them, and they weren't going for it. I had one take one bite of a carrot in my hand, and that was it.
But then she went away.
Yeah, so I spread out some of the wallaby food that they had given us and tried to lure them closer. We got some good pictures and good videos, though. But we noticed the area where they like to congregate, it smelled like wallaby pee and wallaby poop. Now, even though this looks really cool, you should be glad you can't smell it because it smells like wallaby pee. I think this is the area they frequent. Look at all that. That is wallaby poop right there. It just smells like wallaby pee and wallaby poop. Still very, very cool. We enjoyed the sunset right there at Arcadia Point in our little Barbie car, and then we had to take it back.
In our Barbie car.
So when we turned in our car, we had to get some dinner, and there's this place called SOS Seafood, so we got some takeaway and had some more fish and chips. We've had a lot of fish and chips down here and some other seafood, but the seafood down here is phenomenal. It was absolutely delicious. We brought it back to our room, and we were able to enjoy some nice live music right outside of our patio.
Yeah.
There's a little bar part of where we're staying that had live music last night, so we got to listen to that. And the only thing was, we're old and we like to go to bed early.
I'll listen to music up until like 8 o'clock and then I'm done. But they played until like 10, I think.
It went pretty late, so luckily we brought earplugs and had to go to sleep with earplugs last night. But it was fine. It was great. We enjoyed it. Great, fun, fantastic day at Maggie Island. If you've never been here, you need to come up here. It's beautiful. We are on to Cairns next. We're spending the whole final week of the month in Cairns. So if you're up that way and you see us in the wild, make sure to say hi. Because we love seeing you. We will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.
Mwah.